Hi there, today I'm going to show you how you can create or cast a shadow of any product, and I will also show you how you can create reflection of that product. First I will create a reflection of this product. So by doing that, uh, I will select this product and I will press Ctrl plus J to make a copy of it, and then I will press Ctrl plus T to transform it, and then I will rotate it 90 degree, and then drag it to the bottom, and then I will press OK, enter or return, and then I will make this layer to the bottom, take this layer to the bottom. I will adjust it a little bit, and then I will create a layer mask on it, and then I will go to the gradient tool and then select third gradient from here. What layer mask does is, on layer mask only white part will be showing and the black part will be hiding. So I will with the gradient tool I will hide some of its parts. So I will drag the gradient from bottom to the top, and as you can see that it is making a transition. You can also do it reverse by going on the selecting the layer mask and press Ctrl plus I to invert the layer mask, and then drag it from top to bottom with the white color, or reversing the gradient by reversing the gradient from light to black. As you can see, the same effect is happening here. Now you can decrease the opacity. I will make it around 10% opacity, and then I will make the shadow. For shadow I will go to the elliptical marquee tool and draw an ellipse. I will see that from where the light is hitting my object or product. So in this case light is hitting here, so the shadow will be on the right side. So I will draw the selection and then go to select and then transform selection, and then I can increase or decrease its size if I want, and I can change its angle. So the light is hitting it in this angle, so the shadow will be in a little bit at this angle. You can also press and hold the control key on your keyboard and then drag from here like this. And then press enter or return, or just check mark from here. Then create a new layer, because this shadow will be on a new layer, and then go to the gradient tool again and then click here to reverse it, to unreverse it. So now drag from here to this side, and then press Ctrl plus D to deselect it, and then take this shadow at the bottom of the product and reflection. You can also press and Ctrl plus T again to adjust it. one step I missed, that when I was making the selection, the feather was 10 pixels. So if the feather is not 10 pixels, you have to blur it later with the from going to filter and then Gaussian blur and then Gaussian blur to blur it 10 pixels. So the same effect will be happen with this technique too. So let me show you that too. Again, I will create a new layer and then make an elliptical marquee tool with the 0 pixels of feather, and then I will create an elliptical marquee tool, then go to select transform selection, and then with holding the control key on my keyboard, I can drag from here and then press enter or return, or just click here on the check mark. Then I will go to the gradient tool again and then just drag the gradient from left to right. Then I will press Ctrl plus D to deselect it. As you can see, now it is not feathered. So by feathering it, you can go to the filter. First make it convert to smart object, then go to filter, blur and Gaussian blur, and first I will give the blur of 2 to 3 pixels, and then I will blur this area with the help of rectangular marquee tool. I will select the half of it, and then I will go to select and mask, and I will feather it a little bit. Feather it a lot, around 80 pixels, and then press OK, and then go to filter, blur and Gaussian blur again, and then I will blur it around 10 pixels or 11 pixels, and then I will press Ctrl plus D. Now our tutorial is done. You can still increase or decrease the opacity of your reflection if you want, and also increase or decrease the opacity of your shadow if you want. And also you can also change the position a little bit according to your choice. So the reason why I converted to smart object is that I can, if I want to change the amount of Gaussian blur again, I can double click here and just change the amount of the Gaussian blur if I want. That was the reason I converted to smart object. So that's how you can create a realistic shadow in Adobe Photoshop. Thanks for watching.